Warm tape saturation, heavy low wind. Warm tape, heavy low wind, short of my length. Warm tape saturation, heavy low wind, short of
Yo, stage lights flicker, cable snake on the floor. You talk rich in the lobby, then you stutter at the core. This mic a courtroom, black metal, cold and wise. It don't care about your stories, it just measures what survived. You loud on the timeline, brave in the caption, but hands at the microphone and you lose the traction. Your crew yell legend, you nod like it's law. Then the beat drops and I watch you swallow your jaw. Breathe shaky, words slippery, cadence on crutches. Bars borrow like jackets with other people's stitches. You say you move crowds, but the room stays still. Like your voice got a lease and it's past due on the bill. I've been where the sirens sing and the rent don't bend, so my verses got weight that your image can't lend. I don't need a choir, I don't need fake praise, just a pocket of truth and a spark in the haze. The microphone tells it, no filter, no lie. Your mouth can be thunder, but your stage can't fly. You can talk that big talk, throw gold in the air, but the mic reads your pulse and it knows you ain't there. Yeah, the microphone tells it, it's clear like glass. Performance is truth and you feel that glass. Yeah. Warm tape, heavy low wind. Warm tape, heavy low wind. Low wind, low wind, low wind.
Yeah, you thought you had a seat at the throne, but now you're 6 feet deep and you're just a ghost in your zone. I buried your career, ain't no resurrection. Now you're just a lesson in the art of deception. You came in hot, thought you had the keys, but you ain't even built for the cold breeze. You jumped in the game, but you ain't left a mark. Now your name's just a whisper, lost in the dark. You ran with the best, but never held your weight. Now you sinking in your lies, sealed your own fate. Your rhymes weak, your punchlines a joke. You were flying for a minute, now you choke. They thought you was real, they thought you was bold, but your style's all borrowed, your soul's been sold. I'm watching you fade, while I'm here to last. You dug your own grave when you try to act fast. I'm the one still breathing, still holding the crown, while your name gets lost, forgotten in the ground. Buried in the game, you ain't coming back. Your career's in the dirt, there's no taking it back. You're 6 feet deep, no chance for a rise. Buried in the game, and I don't act surprised. You're done, you're through, the tune's been sealed. Buried in the game, your fate's been revealed. You came in with the flash, thought you had the glow, but your shine was fake. Now everybody knows you ain't never been real, just a clone in disguise. Tripping over your words, playing you with lies. They told me you was king, but I ain't seen no crown. Your empire's crumbled, man, you're going down. You were flexing with the money, flexing with the chains. Now you're stuck in the past while I'm running the lanes. I took my time, built my empire right. While you took shortcuts, now you out of sight. You thought you had the world, thought you had the sound, but you just a memory buried in the ground. You fell for the fame, fell for the hype. Now you're stuck in the grave, trying to hold on tight. Buried in the game, you ain't coming back. Your career's in the dirt, there's no taking it back. You're 6 feet deep, no chance for a rise. Buried in the game, now I don't act surprised. You're done, you're through, the tune's been sealed. Buried in the game, your fate's been revealed. You tried to mimic the greats, but you fell short. Now your name's just a rumor, something I don't support. You're a footnote in the book, a chapter that's dead. You played with fire, now the flames have fled. You came with the noise, thought you had the game locked, but the clock ticked down. Now your empire's dropped. No more bars, no more crowd, no more cheers. Just the sound of your name fading through the years. You can't touch me, you can't reach this height. You're stuck in the past, I'm the future in sight. You lost your soul, you sold it for fame. Now you buried in the dirt, nothing's the same. The grave's been dug and it's deep and cold. You're stuck in the past while I'm here, I'm bold. You played the fool, now you pay the price. Buried in the game and you couldn't be nice. You ain't built like me, you ain't cut from the cloth. I'm the one still standing while you're lost in the trough. I see your last breath, I see your last rhyme. You faded out quick, but I'm still in my prime. I'm the king of the block, you just a shadow in the mist. I made my mark, you just hope you'd exist. You thought you had the throne, thought you reigned supreme, but you lost your way, man, you fell from the dream. I buried your career and it ain't coming back. No resurrection, no second act. You can keep your chains, keep your weak balls, but I'm still rising while you're left with scars. Now you're just a memory, just a name in the past. I built my future and I made it last. You're buried in the game, 6 feet below, while I'm on top, letting everybody know. So rest in peace, cause your time is game, but I'm still breaking through.
Buried in the game, you ain't coming back. Your career's in the dirt, there's no taking it back. You're 6 feet deep, no chance for a rise. Buried in the game, now don't act surprised. You're done, you're through, the tomb's been sealed. Buried in the game, your fate's been revealed. Buried in the game. Buried in the game, your fate's been revealed.
You used to keep it real, now you're chasing the fame. Walked away from the struggle, now you playing the game. You traded your truth for the lights and the gold, but you sold your soul and your heart's getting cold. You came from the block, talking about the pain. Now you flexing in Hollywood, acting like it's all the same. You spit real bars back then, but now it's all lies. You got lost in the money, now you blind to the skies. You left the streets behind, left the struggle in the dirt. Now you wearing suits, but you forgot what it's worth. You said you never fold, but you folding for the cash. Flipping your whole story just to be part of the flash. You used to fight for respect, now you fight for a check. It's a damn shame how you turned your back on the set. You used to be solid, man, you had a real flow, but now you selling your soul just to steal the show. From the block to the spotlight, you switched your sides, forgot about the struggle, now you riding with pride. You traded your hustle for the Hollywood shine, but you left the real ones behind. Yeah, you crossed the line out to the spotlight. You play the game, but don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the name. From the block to the spotlight, you play the game, but don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the name. You used to talk about the grind, about keeping it true. Now you faking the game, trying to be someone new. You wore your scars like a badge, like a soldier in the fight, but now you acting soft, out of touch with the night. You thought the fame was the answer, thought it'd bring you peace, but it's all just illusions, man. Your soul's deceased. You can't buy respect, no matter how much you stack. Now you just a puppet in the world that's whack. You got the chains, the cars, the women and the fame, but you lost yourself, man. Ain't it a shame? You used to represent the struggle, now you selling the lie. You walked away from the real ones, but don't even know why. You're blinded by the bright lights, thinking they're your savior, but the truth's still out there and it's rising with the flavor. From the block to the spotlight, you switched your sides, forgot about the struggle, now you riding with pride. You traded your hustle for the Hollywood shine, but you left the real ones behind. Yeah, you crossed the line to the spotlight. You played the game, but don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the name. From the block to the spotlight, you played the game, but don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the name. I watched you fall off, watch you lose your heart. You got seduced by the fame, now you playing the part. You thought you could have both, the street and the fame, but the real one saw through it, now you can't feel the same. You lost the respect and the love from the block. Now you just another pawn in the system that's locked. You can't talk about the grind when you ain't lived it for real. You traded the pain for a mansion on the hill. You think you made it big, but you ain't even close. You a sellout, man, just another ghost. You used to move with purpose, now you move with a team, but you ain't leading the way. You just part of the scheme. You lost the realness, man, you lost the plot. Now you out here fronting, but you forgot what you got. You switched your sides, man, you crossed that line, but deep down inside you know you're blind. You can't buy the truth, you can't buy the real, and when the lights fade, you'll know how it feels. You left the block behind, but the block never leaves. You ran from the struggle, but now it's all you perceive. You thought the fame would change you, make you feel whole, but now you lost in the system. You lost your soul, you used to keep it real. Now you faking the light, but the real ones see through it. Seeing you ain't right, you can't buy authenticity, no matter how much you pay. You can't fool the streets, they gon' take your shine away. Now you out here playing, but your game is weak. You ain't a king, homie, you just a product of the streets. The real ones remember, and we see the switch. You can't change the truth, and you can't make it rich. From the block to the spotlight, you sold your soul, now you trapped in the game, but you ain't in control. You left the struggle behind, now you chase the fame, but you can't escape the truth, and you can't hide the shame. From the block to the spotlight, you switched your sides, forgot about the struggle, now you riding with pride. You traded your hustle for the Hollywood shine, but you left the real ones behind. Yeah, you crossed the line. Yeah, but don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the name.
I scream real loud, but I don't hear a thing. Just a bunch of empty bars with no soul in the ring. You ain't spitting truth, just following the hype. I'm built for the grind while you look for type. You're all about the image, all about the flex, but I can hear the substance in your hollow text. You sound like a clone, try and mimic the sound, but you ain't saying nothing while you stuck on the ground. Ever Every bar you spit, man, it's just for the trend. You never stand tall, you just playing pretend. Auto-tune your voice, but can tune your heart. I see the faker in you, man, and you falling apart. Running with the wave, but you ain't got the tie. You're all about the gimmick, but you can't ride the ride. You can't fool me. I see the mask you wear, you're real as a lie. And I'm aware of the glare. You playing dresser, but they never been real. You fake like the gold chain that you wish to feel. Faking the real, that's all you do. Following the trends, but you ain't true. I'm built on the grind while you chase the fame. Spitting empty bars, but ain't no game. Faking the real, you just a puppet on strings. Chasing every trend, but can spread your wings. You speak about the struggle, but never felt the pain. You just playing in the game, trying to ride the fame train. You ain't been through the storm, ain't seen the rain, but you acting like a king while you living in vain. Your verses are weak, just a hollow machine. Built on auto-tune in the last magazine. You say you're a boss, but you lack the soul. You're just a puppet, man, you don't even control. You ain't earned your stripes, just following the pack. When the real ones show up, you'll be taking a step back. I see you faking, I see you lying for the clout. But real recognize real, and there's no doubt. Your bars don't cut deep, they barely scrape the surface. All you do is echo what's already been worthless. Faking the real, that's all you do. Following the trends, but you ain't true. I'm built on the grind while you chase the fame. Spitting empty bars, but ain't no game. Faking the real, you just a puppet on strings. Chasing every trend, but can't spread your wings. You too busy chasing trends to create your own lane. You copy every sound just to play the same game. Your lyrics are basic, your flow's full of fluff. But I see right through it, man, it's just a bluff. You ain't got a backbone, just a shallow facade. Every verse you spit is just a fake plot. You say you're real, but I ain't feeling the vibe. You're all about the numbers, but they don't quantify the grind. You talk about your hustle, but never work for it down. Just another faker out here playing with time. You use the auto-tune like it's the only way, but you don't even know how to speak what you say. I got the heart, I got the pain in my chest. I'm built from the struggle, put your fake claims to rest. You hide behind the hype, you hide behind the game. But when the lights fade, you ain't got no name. You chase the fame, you chase the likes. But when it's all over, you'll be stuck in the fight. You'll recognize real, but you just a phony. Living off gimmicks like the auto-tune Tony. You ain't really built for the pain and the grind. You just looking for attention, trying to take what's mine. I stayed true to myself, never needed no mask. I speak from the heart, never needed to ask. You want the crown, but you can't even wear it. You're too busy faking and you're caught in the merit. When the game's over, where you gon' be? Just a faded memory with no real legacy. You won't stand the test of time and fall for the fake, but I'll be here steady with the real to make. You faking the real, but the truth always shows. You'll fade like the trends while the real one grows. You play with the gimmicks, you play with the clout, but when it's all done, you'll be left with a drought. You faking the real, but it's time to expose. The real ones rise and the fake ones implode. Faking the real, that's all you do. Following the trends, but you ain't true. I'm built on the grind while you chase the fame. Spitting empty bars, but ain't no game. Faking the real, you just a puppet on strings. Chasing every trend, but can spread your wings. But can spread your wings. But can spread your wings.
Yo, if the night take me early, let it take me standing. Hands clean from betrayal, heart still demanding. I ain't begging for forever, just to finish with grace. So my name don't stink up the streets I embrace. I was raised where the sirens teach lullabies, where a smile is a shield and a stare tells lies. Concrete confessional, I talk to the curb, ask God keep me solid when the devil get nerve. I seen brothers turn cold over petty applause, seen mothers hold candles like they holding the laws. So I move with a code, not a chain on my neck. Respecting my steps, not a threat for a check. If I fall, let it be for the ones I protect. Not for ego, not for views, not a hollow connect. I want my last breath to mean something to kids, like he stood on his word, not he ran how he lived. I write pain in my notebook, turn grief into drums. Try to heal what I can for the reaper just comes. May I meet an honorable end when the lights go dim. Let my spirit not bend if the world get loud. Let my truth stay calm, put my sins on the page. Keep my love in my palm. May I meet an honorable end. No fake goodbyes, no knife ain't a friend. Just a heart full of courage, a name that's intact, and a legacy heavy, cause I live what I read. Reputation talk sweet like like I know my address, but I learned that the shortcut is a long-term stress. Money come fast and it leave with the wind. Only honest stay put when the hunger kick in. I just slept on the floor with the heat cut off. Still dreamed of a stage where my people could cough out the smoke of the system, inhale something free, where a felon get work, where a kid could just be. They label us monsters, then that's why we bite. But I'm trying to be proof we can aim for the light. So I get what I got, bars brave and advice. Tell the young ones be wise, not be numb, not be ice. If the day come I'm gone, don't you worship my face. Take the message, take the love, take the fight to the place where the suits never visit, where the cameras don't stay, where the poor get ignored, where the truth gotta pray. Yeah. I ain't scared of dying, I'm scared of dying empty. Scared I left my mama with a memory that's stingy. So I'm building a mirror that my people can trust. Even if they break it, let it glitter in the dust. I want the end honorable, no cowards retreat. No snake in the circle, no blood on the beat. If it's my final verse, let it ring like a bell. Tell them love is a weapon and we use it as well. I've been angry, yeah, but anger got roots in a life where the truth gets shot in his boots. So I speak for the voiceless, I swing for the hurt. I hold peace in my chest with the dirt on my shirt. And if the angels call roll and my number get read, let them say I stayed human even when I was fed. All this hate from the world, all this bait from the fame. I kept family first and I honored my name. The night take me early, let it take me proud. With forgiveness in my lungs and my head on my may I meet an honorable end, amen. And leave the door open for the next of my friends. May I meet an honorable end, amen. Leave the door open for the next of my friends.
Staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night, thinking about the choices, wondering what's right. If I could turn back time and change a few things, these are all the wishes that my heart still sings.
I wish my father stayed around to see me grow, to teach me how to be a man, the things I need to know about integrity and strength, about providing for your own. I wish he hadn't left us in that house alone. I wish my mother didn't have to work so hard, 3 jobs just to keep us fed. Life dealt a difficult card. I wish I could have helped her more instead of being young. I wish I understood back then all the weight she'd hung upon her shoulders, silently without complaint. I wish I could go back and be the child that I ain't been, too focused on my struggles to see hers clearly. I wish I said I love you more sincerely. I wish my brother chose a different path to walk. I wish we had those conversations, that important talk, before he got too deep into the streets and couldn't turn. I wish he listened when I warned him lessons he would learn the hardest way possible. Now he's doing time. I wish I could rewind and change his storyline. I wish I was a better friend to those who needed me when they were going through their battles silently.
I wish things were different and they turned out to be. I wish I had the power to change history. I wish for second chances, wish for one more try. I wish upon the stars lighting up the sky.
I wish I could go back, knowing what I know. I wish I could have changed the way things had to go, but wishing don't change nothing. Gotta live with what's real. I wish, but all I got is how I feel. I wish I took my education more seriously instead of cutting class. I wish I could have seen clearly that knowledge is the weapon that could break the cycle. I wish I understood that truth when I was idle, wasting time on corners with the homies every day. I wish I spent that time in better ways, building something meaningful, learning useful skills. I wish I paid attention to my potential that it kills me now to think about the opportunities I miss. I wish I had the focus and the discipline to resist the temptations of the streets, the quick money schemes. I wish I understood that nothing's ever what it seems. I wish I told my best friend how much he really meant before the accident that took him. All that time we spent together seems so precious now that he's forever gone. I wish I had just one more day to tell him he was strong. Influence on my life, shaped who I became. I wish he knew his legacy, I wish I said his name more often when he was alive instead of at his grave. I wish I was more courageous, wish I was more brave to show emotion honestly without the toxic pride. I wish I let people in instead of making them stay outside. The walls I built around my heart to keep from being hurt. I wish I understood that love requires you to be alert and present and vulnerable. That's not weakness shown. I wish I learned that lesson before I was full grown and setting rigid patterns that are hard to break. I wish I made better choices for my own sake.
I wish things were different than they turned out to be. I wish I had the power to change history. I wish for second chances, wish for one more try. I wish upon the stars lighting up the sky.
I wish I could tell my younger self to hold on tight, that everything will work out even through the darkest night. I wish I knew back then what I've learned through all the pain, that storms eventually will pass and sun comes after rain. I wish I spent less time worrying about what people thought and more time being true to lessons life has taught me through experience, through failure and success. I wish I understood that more ain't always meaning less. Stress and complication, simplicity has value too. I wish I chased what mattered, wish I always knew the difference between wants and needs, between real and fake. I wish I made decisions more carefully for everyone's sake, but wishes are just fantasies we entertain at night when reality feels heavy and the future's not in sight. I wish I could accept what is instead of what could be. I wish I found a peace in my reality.
Wishes turn to action when you learn to let them go. Accept the past for what it was, that's how you grow into someone stronger from the lessons learned through pain. I wish becomes our way when you're dancing.
So I wish less and live more, that's my new philosophy. I wish less about the past, more about who I can be, moving forward with the wisdom that my struggles gave. I wish becomes I do, that's how I'm brave.
You talk a big game, but I'm calling your bluff. Claiming you're a king, but you try and look around. You ain't never been real, you been playing pretend. It's time to expose you, let the truth begin. You tell them stories, talk about your rise, but every word you speak is full of lies. You ain't got the hustle, you ain't got the grind. You just a product of a fake manufactured mind. You say you came from the struggle, lived in the streets, but you ain't even been down where the real ones meet. You talk about the hustle, claiming you're the boss, but I know the truth, man, you just another loss. You said you move weight, but you ain't seen the block, you just a puppet on a string. Out here looking soft, you claim you know pain, but you ain't shed no tears. You never been through the wars, never faced your fears. You say you been through hell, but I'm calling your bluff. You've been lying so long, man, enough is enough. You're unmasked, man, the truth's on display. All your fake claims are gonna fade away. You ain't who you say, you're just a fraud in disguise. I see through your lies, no more compromise. You're unmasked, man, your cover's blown wide. The real ones know it's time to step aside. You say you're a legend, a god in this game, but you ain't done shit, man, you just want the fame. You claim you're from the struggle, but you don't even know the real fights out here where the true warriors grow. You ain't never faced a day with a gun in your face. You never had to run, never had to race. You talk about respect like you earned that throne, but I see through your stories you ain't never been grown. You lie to the masses, but you can't lie to me. I've been through the storm, I know how it be. You act like a king, but you're just a puppet, hiding behind the lies, thinking that you love it. But when the truth hits, it cuts like a knife. I'm exposing the fake, man, I'm changing your life. You're unmasked, man, the truth's on display. All your fake claims are gonna fade away. You ain't who you say, you're just a fraud in disguise. I see through your lies, no more compromise. You're unmasked, man, your cover's blown wide. The real ones know it's time to step aside. You say you're the plug, you say you got the keys, but when the doors open, you're nowhere to be seen. You claim you're the boss, you're the one in control, but you ain't nothing but a story you stole. You ain't got the heart, you ain't got the soul. You just a fake rapper out here playing the role. You said you had money, but your pockets are dry. I can see through your lies, don't even gotta try. You talk about the deals, you talk about the fame, but your career's a joke, it's all just a game. You say you did work,
but I know the truth. You ain't never been real, you been lying from the booth. You tried to act hard, you tried to flex tough, but your act's over now. It's time to call your bluff.
No more talk, no more disguise. The truth's out now, man. Open your eyes. You a fake, you a fraud. You ain't built to last. Your lies caught up to you, now you're part of the past.
You thought you could hide behind the lies and the fame, but now everyone knows that you ain't playing the game. You lied to the people, you lied to the crowd. Now they see the truth and it's loud and proud. You said you was different, but you just the same. Your whole persona's fake, you ain't got no name. You said you was rich, but you ain't got a dime. You front for the cameras, but you can't hide behind. You thought you had the world, thought you had it all, but you're just another clown about to take a fall. The lies you've been telling, they ain't gonna save you. The truth's out now when it's coming for you.
You're unmasked, man, the truth's on display. All your fake claims are gonna fade away. You ain't who you say, you're just a fraud in disguise. I see through your lies, no more compromise. You're unmasked, man, your cover's blown wide. The real ones know it's time to step aside. You're unmasked, man, the truth's on display. All your fake claims are gonna fade away. You ain't who you say, you're just a fraud in disguise. I see through your lies, no more compromise. You're unmasked, man, your cover's blown wide. The real ones know it's time to step aside.
It all started in the middle of the night. A kid with a dream, no direction in sight. Life wasn't easy, the struggle was real, but I knew deep inside, this pain I could feel came from the bottom, had to fight for my spot. Every move, every step, it was all that I got. No silver spoon, just the grind and the grit. But I knew one day I was gonna make it lit. I remember the days when the world seemed cold, but the fire in my heart was more precious than gold. From the block to the streets, I was carving my name, taking the heat, but I stayed in the flame. Every dollar was earned, every lesson was learned. The harder I fell, the more I returned. I wasn't born a king, but I worked to be one. Now I'm here and the battle's just begun. This is my beginning. This is my start from the struggle. I rose with a brave heart. The journey's been tough, but I stand on my feet. This is my beginning. I'm bringing the heat. From the pain to the hustle, I found my way. Now I'm standing tall, no matter what they say. This is my beginning. I'm here to stay. I made it through the storm, now watch me slay. I've seen the dark side, I've been to the lows, but it's the pain that teaches you where to go. Had no handouts, had to fight to survive, but I kept pushing forward, stayed alive. From the corners of the block to the streets so cold, I learned to be strong, never fold in the mold. It was a constant battle, a fight for respect, but I knew the game wasn't something I neglect. I remember the nights when I stayed up late, dreaming of the future, never sealing my fate. Saw the homies fall, saw the snakes in disguise, but I kept my vision clear, reaching for the skies. Every loss was a lesson, every win was earned. The fire in my heart still burns, still yearns. The hunger inside, the fire in my chest. Every step I took, I gave my best. This is my beginning. This is my start from the struggle. I rose with a brave heart. The journey's been tough, but I stand on my feet. This is my beginning. I'm bringing the heat. From the pain to the hustle, I found my way. Now I'm standing tall, no matter what they say. This is my beginning. I'm here to stay. I made it through the storm, now watch me slay. I came from the struggle, but I'm built to last. The past is behind me, but I move fast. I've been through the fire, I've been through the rain, but I stand tall, never feeling the pain. I'm a product of the hustle, the streets, the fight. I'm the definition of dark, turning the light. From the corner to the stage, I earned my crown. Now I'm here to stay, and I won't back down. Look at me now, see the growth, see the change. Every verse I spit, every line's in my range. I came from nothing, but I built up my name. Now I'm rocking stages, and they all know my fame. It wasn't easy, but I earned every step. I was knocking down doors that they never let, but now I'm the one they gotta watch. From the bottom to the top, I'm climbing non-stop. I'm still pushing, still grinding every day to